I'll be showing you how to cut and sew a palazzo pant trouser. It is super easy and it will not take you so much of your time. If you're finding it difficult, feel free to leave me a message. Send me a message, as much message as you can. Ask me as much questions as you can. I'm always here to respond back to you. And if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. You're welcome. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye. God bless. So here I'm making use of 2 meters fabric, and my length is 45 inches, and I'm measuring all the way down to get my 45 inches. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to cut off what I really need and take the excess out. So here now I'm cutting out my excess, and when we are done with that, then we'll go ahead and start with the measurements. For this sewing, for this palazzo pant, I'll be making use of my crotch depth. My crotch depth is 10 inches, as you can see, and I'm marking 2 inches upwards. It depends on you what your hip measurement is, but my hip depth is 2 inches away from my crotch depth. That is that. So from there now, I'm trying to mark it out to make sure that you are seeing it clearly. So now from here, we will be taking our measurement. Yeah, that's the measurement from my waist to my knee. This is where my knee is. That is my knee measurement, where my knee. So now I'm taking my measurements, my waist measurement. My hip measurement is 42 divided by 4 plus sewing allowance. So that is it. Then my crotch depth is, from there I'll now measure, take away an inch downwards like that. So now I'm not going to mark the line, trace it all the way down to where my crotch depth is, like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and make sure mark out like an inch, like so, to create a slant, an inch from there as well. As you can see, I hope you see what I'm doing. I'm creating a space for my trousers, as you can see. So here now I'm going to go ahead and map out my trousers at the bottom. I'm using the width is 13 inches. Yeah, I'm making use of 13 inches, and so this is really very easy. So from here now, as I've mapped out the 13 inches, I'm cutting out all my excess, and my excess will be cut all the way from the bottom there to where I marked out my 1 inch right there. So been cut out like that. Like, I'm going to go ahead and cut out this other side. The essence of drawing out that extra line is to replace whatever it is I've cut out from the other end. So here now I'm creating a space, an inch space, and as I'm cutting that out to create an inch space, and with that inch space I'm going to cut out what I need. So palazzo pant is really easy. What I would suggest you watch our shorts pattern tutorial if you're finding this a bit difficult. Well, I just feel it's just the same, just that this is a longer version of the shorts. So now I've cut out all the excesses for the front panel of my trouser, of my palazzo trouser, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the back. Yeah, before doing the back, I'm going to map out an inch from the waistline, like so. I mark out an inch like so, and the reason I'm doing this is because the front trousers is usually slanty. Every trousers you wear, you see that the front is usually lower than the back, yeah, because our bum lifts the clothes up, so we're meant to trim it, go slant it down and cut out. So now I'm about to cut out my back panel for the back trouser. So all I'm doing is just placing my pattern I've already cut out for the front. Here I'm using 2 inches at the top, because remember I said our back is usually higher than the front. In both skirts and trousers, the back is always more than the front. So I'm adding 2 inches like so from there, and I'm also adding an inch from there like so, and I'm adding 1.5 inches at my crotch for the back like so. So I'm just going to go ahead and join, let the lines meet like so. The essence of using this chalk while I'm drawing on the cloth is for you to be able to see what I'm doing, because the fabrics look alike, so I don't want you to not see exactly what I'm doing. So as you can see that I've marked out an inch like so. So I've created an inch space like so. So you keep going all the way down like that, an inch like so till the end. So you cut it out. You cut the crotch area out as well, like so. So now I'm going to as well slant the back too, and as well cut the side. But this time around, I'm not cutting the side like the other side. I'm adding that 1 inch to join me at my knee length. It's going to join. I'm going to join it, trace it to meet the knee length, and you cut it out together like so. I hope you're seeing what I mean by, see, the fabric is together like so. Then when you get towards the knee, you can see the 1 inch is showing, space is showing up till here now. So now I'm going to slant the back as well, but it's not going to be as much as the front, because the back is as well meant to be curved too, a little bit. Palazzo pant is one of the easiest styles to make. It to take you, like, okay, if you say you're not good at sewing, if you're new, it should take you at least 2 hours to be done with. But if you're an advanced sewer, you'll be done with this by within an hour, 30 minutes, an hour to 30 minutes. So I'm marking out the back and I'm marking out the front for me to be able to know what I'm doing. So now what I'm doing here is I'm trying to cut out my band. So my band measurement is 44 inches by 45 inches plus sewing allowance by 7 inches, like so. My length is 45 inches and my width is 7 inches. So just follow the direction of exactly what I'm doing and cut out what you need, and you cut for the front and you cut for the back. So I'm using my French curve to mark out my curve for the waist, because as I said, our waist is curved the way it is. Our pants, our trousers, everything we wear is curved, so it has to be in the form of like the curvy, how a boat looks like, just that curvy look. You give it not too curvy if you understand me. So now I'm trying to trace out to make sure that the curves are not too sharp, so I'm cutting out all the extra curves on the sides. I do the same thing at the top, I repeat the same at the back, at the bottom, and I'm going to do the same thing as well for the back panel. So I'm just cutting out all the excess fabrics that are not needed. So this is what it's looking like. So now I'm going to go ahead and start stitching. So now I'm joining the front crotch together and I'm going to sew it up like so. First, this is the first step, sewing the front and the back crotch first. This is the back one, so I'm going to do the same thing at the back as well. I'm going to sew it all the way up from there upward. So now I've stitched it, as you can see, it's done. That is the front and this is the back stitched. So now I'm going to add my band to the fabric. No, here, sorry. Here I'm going to add stitch the bands together before joining them to the front and back panel. So now I've finished stitching it. As you can see, it's stitched together. So all I'm doing now is join the wrong side with the wrong side of the fabric of the band, sew it like so. Stitch it like so. Yeah, and you repeat the same process for the back as well. So now, as you can see, I've stitched it, and if you want, you can use your zigzag stitch or you use your volocca to give it a beautiful finishing. So as you can see, I've added my front band and I've done the back band as well, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead now and stitch the sides first. So we're going to sew from there to the bottom. You stitch the other side as well. But over here on this other side, I'm not going to stitch it all the way through because I'm going to add a zipper on the side. So I'm going to make a tutorial on how to add zipper, but for the sake of this video, I'm adding zipper to this, and I'll make a tutorial on how to make zipper in another video. How to add zipper to a cloth or to a fabric in another video. So here I'm marking out space to remember that is where to stop to add the zipper, like so. So now I've done my sides, so I'm going to go ahead and join my crotch like so. Join it from the inside and stitch it all the way down like so. Make sure that you're stitching, that the crotch is aligned, everything is aligned when stitching. So now I've done stitching it, and what is left now, as you can see, everywhere is the cloth is finally coming to life, and our video is gradually coming to an end. So now we are done with that. I'm going to go ahead and stitch hem my the bottom of the trousers. I'm going to hem it like that. Hem stitch is the same thing, like so. A stitch there, so like so, and I'm going to add my zipper. I'll add my zipper like so, and our video is done and our trouser is complete. This is the outcome. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Bye.